first one is, yeah, wouldn't it be great? Is the HSW. This child drives me crazy, and you also, and that's the hallway sloth walker. They walk in the hallways like this. So you already know who that child is, because every time you walk the halls, that child's somehow in the hallways. Teacher drops their kids off at art, goes and gets a cup of coffee, walks back, and there's the child walk into art. Drives me crazy. And the thing is, it's a really sweet child, so whenever there's something that needs to be picked up in the office, you know, hello, Miss Smith, would you send somebody up? Susie's mom just brought their lunch. That's who the teacher sends. And they miss the entire fractions lesson, and then the teacher's mad at them because they don't realize they're the hallway sloth walker. If they had a t-shirt, they would never do that. HHGH, this is one that drives me crazy, and this is completely the teacher's fault. But if they knew this beforehand, it would be fixed, and that's the, how's he getting home? Do you have those? Never know how they're getting home. Yesterday they were a bike rider, day before mom picked them up, day before orthodontist picked them up, day before girlfriend picked them up. Never. And here's what the teachers do. They don't remember at 7:30 when the school comes in. They remember at 2:30 when the bell's getting ready to ring, and they turn to the student and say, how are you getting home? And then they call the office frantically. If we knew this, we would be able to fix it before they came in. ARNN, this is what we had kindergarten through college, is always raise, never knows. You have those? Yeah. There's actually an error. That last one should be a K, but I leave it up there because my sister was at one of my events, and she texted me while I was on stage telling me the things that I did wrong. That's how much she gets on my nerves. But you have these kids, no matter what you ask, their answer is always wrong, but they always have their hand up. Here's the key. If you knew they were coming and you could tell your teachers, you'd put them all at one table, and that way when they all raise their hand, you would say, oh, table 4, you always raise your hand. Let me come over here to this table right here. You know them already. IDKRs, this is the I don't know repeaters. Why'd you do that? I don't know. Are you going to do it again? I don't know. Is your mom going to be happy? I don't know. See, if you knew that already, you'd never ask that child a question, because you're always going to get the same answer. You said you did that because you're mean. You're going to do it again. Your mom's not liking that. Now get over there and sit down. Next is the AFS. This is a very difficult child that we all have, and they've come to light right here in our political season, and that's the apple fall syndrome kid. You know that kid? Everything that comes out of their mouth is their parent. And guess what? When you argue with that child, guess who you're arguing with? The parent, because they're going to go home, they're going to tell the parent's going to tell them what to say, and the next day, you're having an argument with the parent. I had an AFS child when I was in 4th grade at Lansdowne. She came in one year at Christmas and said, I've got a Christmas present for you. You know, we really thought about this, and here it is. Opened it up, and it was Slim Fast. Yeah. I said, here, your mama needs this more than I did know. I just thought it. That wasn't that student's thought. That was the parent's thought. Trying to be helpful. It was not helpful. I was mad. This is my favorite group of kids. And I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but the bottom line is we do. The BBGs are my absolute favorite, and that's the big bow gang. The girls have the big bows. You have those here. They walk around like this. And so you don't know they're a gang because you spread them out among 2 or 3 or 4 classrooms, and everybody's got like 1 or 2. But when you go out to recess, they're all out there in the little corner, and you see their heads moving like this. Love those girls. They're wonderful. This MMG, I get in trouble for this one because I need to change it, but I like the acronym. That's the monogram Mean Girls. You have those. Here's the reason I put that up there, is because the fact that they are all about clothes. And the thing is, that is an automatic in. It's an automatic in to know that girl's about clothes, and so you can automatically come. When a kid wears a Pokemon shirt, it's an automatic in. And so we need to know those kids. In 2C, this is one that drives me crazy too. That's the number 2 claimer. Where are you at? I was going to the bathroom, number 2. You have those? I hate it when a teacher calls, we can't find Billy anywhere. Well, is it in 2C? Have you tried the bathroom? Because I'm sure that's where he's at in there. PDD. This is the child with parent deficit disorder. You know that? Well, our special ed teachers call it PI, parent impairment. Because here's the deal. We have to deal with these kids. The parent, you can see these kids coming into your building in the morning. They have a Mountain Dew in this hand and Sweet 16 donuts in this one, a Transformer here, stuffed animal here. Parent couldn't get them out of the van, so they're giving them anything they can do to get out of the van. You have those? And guess what? Guess who has to deal with those? We do. I'm an expert on this because one of my children has PDD. It skips generations. These are my kids on the right-hand side. This is them 4 years ago. Molly was graduating from high school. Jared was a junior, sophomore in UK, and Jonah was a sophomore in high school.